It started by the very simple task of trying to find an appointment with a doctor.
Zhu Orthlib is non-binary and asked the territorial government to pay for their top surgery at a private clinic in Montreal. When the government said no to paying for the $10,000 surgery, their partner stepped up.
What happens when you have event organizing skills and the N.W.T denies your partner funding for top surgery? You ask all of your closest friends and their closest friends to come throw a party with you.
The community raised almost $6,000 in just one night.
It felt very humanizing when I finally decided to abandon the public pathway, because it had been just months of kind of talking to a wall, really. So when I was like, okay, I'm gonna use my money and the community's money to try and access this care, I finally felt in control again of my transition. And
Orthlib can now afford to go under the knife right away, thanks to these burlesque performances.
Alex, this electric performance will leave you gobsmacked.
A silent auction, and stand-up comedy at the Underground in Yellowknife.
70 if she signs the box.
Oh, okay.
Comedian Shiloh Foster volunteered her jokes at the fundraiser just 1 week before her own breast augmentation in Calgary.
Walk in, and the lights are low, Anya's playing.
Hers is paid partly through insurance, but she says not everyone has the same privilege. But she says trans care is life-saving.
It's really lovely to see the community come together for something that they should never have to do.
Orthlib says the government's trans healthcare guidelines are unclear. A public health nurse had referred them to GRS in Montreal with the expectation that public health would pay. For Orthlib, going the private route was a liberating moment. They were reluctant to get on Alberta's wait list.
3 to 5 years is a long time, and a lot could change in Alberta in that meantime.
Trans folks have rights too!
The province has sought to restrict gender-affirming care for youth. They worried these restrictions could later be expanded to adults. Health Minister Lisa Semler told Orthlib that despite political rhetoric from Alberta politicians, this public care is still funded and available. But Semler says she's directed her department to explore alternatives in case that changes. The Northern Mosaic Network Executive Director Chelsea Thacker says trans healthcare needs to be timely. They said in the last year, trans people also report facing a heightened level of violence and feeling unsafe in cities like Edmonton.
Yet we're still expecting our most vulnerable community members to access care in a vitriolic place, and I don't think that that's right. I think that we should have a clear plan and keep the safety of Northerners in mind when we're asking them to already do a big thing, which is travel outside of their home communities to access care.
Thacker says by November, there will be recommendations on how to reform trans healthcare. Avery Zingel, CBC News, Yellowknife.